Paul, 3-1 victory for the third game in a row away here at Winchester today. What's your thoughts on that one?
Strange old game, really. I thought we had really good control of the game throughout. Winchester came with a little bit more purpose and press in the second half, which gave us a bit of a wobble, and to be fair, it became a lot more nervy than from our perspective than it should be, and perhaps that's testament to the way that they reacted to the first half. We're pretty clinical, obviously we've missed a pen in that, and still coming 3-0 is good, but I felt we could have created more for the amount of control that we had in the game. And then it really didn't need to get as nervy as it did. So certainly I was a lot more nervy than maybe the players and supporters at 3-1. But one more mistake then, and then you leave yourself under the cosh for a bit. But obviously these players just keep putting in performance. Their standard is so high, you know, that I'm criticising them when I'm getting a little bit nervous at 3-1 when we're 32 games unbeaten. We've won 5 of the last 6. We're Club of the Month in March. Got to be, you know, in terms of statistics, what a time to come into even better form than we've been in all season. And you know, I'm just in awe of the whole squad, really.
And obviously, like you mentioned, that's 32 games unbeaten. That's some record at any level of football, and that's 22 wins in those 32 games as well. Just how impressed are you to be in charge of that sort of record?
Oh, immensely proud. What a you know, we're creating history. This football club's got so much fantastic history, and we're just trying to create another chapter of our own. And look, we're confident going into the last 3 games. You have to look at it. People will say it's done now. From the outside, we just want to go and get as many points as we possibly can between now and the end of the season. We want to get out as quick as we can. We want to keep our performance levels up. And you know, it's all down to this fantastic group of players that has just built. You know, they've learned from experiences last season, even the season before. You know, there's people who've come in and gone out with the group have played a big part in the development of this team. And right now, this is a very special team to be watching, and we've got special supporters supporting us all the way, which makes it even more enjoyable.
And another away fixture next weekend as we travel to Hanwell before we return to home against Poole. What's the thoughts now, obviously going into these final 5 fixtures and being 11 points ahead, albeit with Tottenham a game in hand?
Yeah, I'm really excited by the challenge of Hanwell, because other teams have gone there and lost. Tottenham went there and lost. Dort went there and struggled, I think. So I know they've done really well at home, so that's a great challenge for us to go and set where we're at compared to the rest, and that's what we've got to look at. We've got to keep looking at all these little challenges. Today we come to a place that we haven't won since I've been here. We coughed up a 2-goal lead a couple of seasons ago, and then last season we got beat, and credit to Winchester, they've got a great team spirit here, and that, you know, they beat us fair and square last year and ended our season, so that was another little challenge in our season to make sure that doesn't happen again today. And the boys, once again, as they've done all season, game after game, they just overcome another challenge, and that's what we're looking to do next week at Hanwell.
And another great backing on the road today with probably over 100 Martyrs here in attendance at Winchester. What's your message to them, obviously ahead of next week's away game and then back at home?
Yeah, they were immense, and the atmosphere here in the first half was almost like a home game. We were on top, we were going for it, the supporters were right behind us, they were enjoying themselves, the atmosphere was fantastic. You see that mutual respect at the end. We are humbled by the number of people that travel to support us. We are, you know, we're the biggest club in terms of fan base in this league without question, and they deserve to be at the step above, and we're determined to take them there. We've got obviously 2 home games remaining. You know, as many can join us at Hanwell as possible would be amazing, but when we come back against Poole, you know, depending on how results go over the next couple of weeks, we could be in a position to win the league that day. And I hope that whether we are or whether we aren't, things can change quickly in football. I hope that the whole town and the whole community really turns out for our last 2 home games, and we get 2 massive games befitting the football that we're playing, and I can't wait to see Pendarren rocking for both those games at home that we have left.
That's brilliant, thanks Paul.
Cheers, Jack.